Gonna give you a recipe for a super healthy smoothie. I have this every single day. It's good for energy, it's got tons of nutrients in it, and I'm gonna show you how it gets put together now. Here's where I start. Fresh organic ginger. This one's peeled already. You could actually throw the ginger in there whole without peeling it. Then some organic turmeric, which I have not peeled. This actually will stain my cutting board and just about everything else with a real orange dye. And you'll notice this coming out in your poop also. But turmeric, super good for you. What also goes in there? Fresh organic beets. I just trimmed this a little bit so there's not too much chunky beet stuff coming into my smoothie. But once I put it through the blender, it all gets pulverized pretty good. So that's where I start. And I like to use the Ninja blender, which comes with this handy cup because everything is ready to go, less mess. Then for some extra protein, I like to use IsoPure. This has 0 sugars added, no artificial sugar either, which is a beautiful thing. So 2 scoops of this go in there, and each scoop is about 30 grams of protein, all kinds of other nutrients in there as well, and each scoop is about 100 calories, so not too bad. We're essentially just under 300 calories at this point. Then I like to go with a little coconut water. I like Coco Libre. It's organic also. It's made from concentrate, and I've tried the ones that are not from concentrate. They don't seem to be as tasty or as sweet as this one. And alone, this really isn't that sweet, but once it's mixed with the beets, it brings out a whole new sweetness and flavor altogether. Next thing I like to get in there is a banana. This one is super ripe, so you can tell by the brown marks on it. And the riper the banana, the more fluffy it's going to be in the smoothie. Once the air gets whipped around with it, these ripe bananas will create a really nice texture. And for me, the banana is the main ingredient in any smoothie. This is going to be what binds it all together and gives it a great consistency. Because with the powders that are in there and all the other stuff, you need something that's going to hold it together. The other thing that I like to put into my smoothies is creatine. This is also from Nature's Best, the same people that make the IsoPure protein. And this gets 1 scoop. And again, every day we take this. Creatine is good for the muscles. And that's all that I'm putting in here today. Sometimes I'll put a little scoop of caffeine in there if I really need to jumpstart my day. And again, it's no sugar added to the caffeine. Completely pure, because I found that everything that you can buy on the market is going to have at least aspartame or some kind of fake sugar, and who needs that when you've got all this good real sugar coming from real foods? And that's what we're talking about today, real foods. Final thing I'm going to put in there are frozen mango chunks, and rather than an ice cube, which is just going to add water, why not add something that's going to add some nice flavor and more nutrition. Jam that all in there. You don't want to overfill this too much because it will spill and then you're just going to have a mess. So a little bit more Coco Libre. Then we're going to hit the blender. So on this cup, blender cap fits nicely. And like I said, this is all ready to go pretty easily and quick. So I used this Ninja. Like I said, love it for the price. It works really great, and I haven't had any complaints. It's probably one of the best purchases that I've made to date. So it fits in there snugly. Just give this a zap. And that's it, good to go.